Hey guys, what's up? Rajat here from VFX World. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. This is Element 3D class 11 and in this video I'll show you how you can create this amazing Element 3D particle dispersion effect inside of After Effects. So do not skip this video, watch it completely, and without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, so right now we're in After Effects and as you can see, this is the first video on outputs and the rest of the two I'll describe that how you can create that and all. So let's start with this one. As you can see, we have already turned on our very own motion blur and depth of field. Okay, so let's start with the new composition. So take a new composition from here and let's rename it like E3D and then just press OK. So in this new composition, as you all know, you have to take a new solid and we have to apply that Element 3D effect on that layer. Okay, on that layer successfully we have applied this Element 3D effect and right now we're in Element 3D scene setup. So inside of Element 3D, you can search this starter pack physical where you can find these many options and we have this ball fracture which is provided from Element 3D as well. So just click here. So this ball is already pre-fractured. So let me show you with this wireframe mode. You can see this ball is already pre-fractured. This is an amazing thing. You don't need to fracture it from 3ds Max or Maya or any kind of 3D softwares. You already have that inside of Element 3D. Now after importing this ball, we need another ball. So just click anywhere of this layer. So disable this one and you have to click this ball again. So now you have another group, but we need to create this on group 2. Now you have to color this second one in a different shading. So I have coloring from presets, physical. Let's take around this green light so it will easy to understand. So right now the first one is our this one and the second one is our green one. So now this is the basic stuff is done. So let's click OK. Here you can take a new camera. I'm taking a new camera. Let's take around 35mm and no depth of field and just press OK. Now you have already imported a group 1 and group 2 and as you can see you have an animation engine is here. So just go here and turn this on. Now why I turn this on I will tell you later. So just turn this off and go to group 1 and go to this particle replicator. You can see that by default it's set to point. So you have to click this from point to sphere. So now you have in sphere mode and we have just take around 9. So this one is very good. Now take your basic positions and also I have to rotate this entire thing a little bit. So I'm go to this rotation panel and I'm just taking you y-axis a little bit and the x-axis and the z-axis, something like that. So it will look like this kind of direction. Now before moving forward, I just have to make a basic camera animation. Just click this camera and press P on your keyboard and shift A to get a point of interest and turn this on. Go to let's take around 4 or 5 frames and after that we just have to a little bit camera animation, something like that. Okay, so right now we have our basic camera animation is done as you can see. Now take N to trim this comp node area. Now turn off this particle replicator and turn on this particle look where you can find this multi-object is there. Just turn this on and close this particle look and now you have to go to this copy paste group. Now copy these informations from group 1 and go to this group 2. Click here and you have to paste those same informations. So what means whatever is in group 1, the same informations is right now in group 2. Now close this group 1 and group 2. Now go to this animation engine where when you find this animation panel which is 0%, when you increase this, you can exactly see this kind of thing will be happening here. So now you have to animate this animation panel as well. So just click here and decrease this to 0 and go to the last frame and increase this to 100%. So right now we have this green one which is in group 2. So if I play this timeline, it's looks something like that, but no particle effects is visible here, right? So to create the particle effect, you have to go to this group 2 and you can find below here this multi-object is turned on. Now go down, you can find this displace and the scatter option and the position noise here as well. So now you can increase the displace a little bit, something like that, and you can increase the scatter multi-object something here. And you can increase this position noise a little bit, something like that. So now when you play this, it looks just amazing. Our target is to disappear these particles. So what you have to do, just go up and you can find in multi-object the size is there. So just decrease the size from 1 to 0. So now what happened when you play this, it looks something like that. Amazing, right? Now if you notice the particle effect, it's left to right in straight orientation. So you have to rotate this orientation a little bit. So just you have to go down in this animation panel where you can find this direction option. So just click this on and you have find this horizontal and vertical rotation. So rotate this vertical position a little bit to adjust it to something look like this. So now when you play this, it looks amazing. Now click this element 3D layer and press U on your keyboard. Now you can find all the keyframes are exactly on their exact space. So you have to make this keyframe in the backside little bit, and now select all these two and press F9 to make it smoother. Now go to this carve editor to make it a little more faster and effective. Just click this to like this and make it something like that. So what happened, it will start growing something here. So now let's play this, and the particle is starting very slow and wow, it's going fast and disappear. It's amazing. Now let's make the keyframe position a little bit higher so that you can adjust the graph editor. Now you have to play with this graph editor and all. It's completely up to you that how you can play with this. Now you have to make this camera animations also a little bit smoother, so press F9 here as well. And now the particle effects is completely done. The next step is to create a very good background. So just take a new background by pressing this solid. I'm taking it like a BG and make it to down here, and you have to apply a ramp effect here. So I'm taking a ramp and double click to this background. Okay, the background is completely set up. Now if you wish, you can change the textures, because I didn't want to create this green and black. It looks just not good. So I'm going to the scene setup again, and the green value, let's change it to something other color. So for my case, I'm changing it to red one, and I'm decreasing the reflection a little bit. And from this wall also, I'm changing the textures. So I'm taking this texture for this wall and then just press OK. Now when you look into this, it looks something like that. Now if you notice, the red values are going very fast. So what you have to do to make it easier, go down to the animation panel and you have to find this time delay. So what the mean is, you have to delay the animation based on your preference. Now go to this material duration, and from here let's take around to 40. So now what happened, the red value is going a little bit slower than other. Now the next setting is all about the renders panel. So go to this render settings and you have to go to the ambient occlusion, turn this AO and increase this to a little bit something here. Now you can see some cool ambient occlusions are in between these all particles, and just turn this off. Now if you want, you can create some lighting setup as well. Now to make it more effective, you can use a light. So I'm just taking a new light from here. So let's take around parallel light. Color should be, let's take around bluish kind of thing. So let's like blue, and the intensity should be like 200, and then just press OK. Now press P here for position, and you have to adjust the lighting position as per your preference. So I'm adjusting this light to down here first, and go to this element 3D and go to this render settings, shadows. I'm just turning on the shadows. So what happened, the shadow will create here. Now I have to duplicate this light by pressing Ctrl D, and I have to press the P button, and I have to change the light position to the top angle. Now this kind of renders need a proper motion blur and the depth of field. So when you turn this motion blur on, you can see exactly how it's look like. Now to get a proper depth of field, you have to adjust this by using this camera. Okay, so the depth of field is completely done, and as you can see, it looks amazing, and this is the main way to create this kind of thing. Now I'm going to the next example, which is this one, and I really love this output. And inside of this animation engine, the same animation I have done this 0 to 100%. And talking about the third example, which is exactly same like other two. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this amazing particle dispersion effect inside of Element 3D, and hope you really enjoyed this tutorial series of Element 3D. Now before closing this video, I just want to tell you that please do follow us on our social media handles like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter. All links are in the description box below. And very soon we'll be crossing 20k. So first of all, congratulations to all my subscribers, my followers, to supporting me from back 3 years. I will see you in my next video. Till then, have fun, stay healthy, keep rocking, keep watching VFX World.